Hi guys, how you doing? So unless you've been in a cave somewhere over the past week or so, or the past few months, you should have realised that, or should know, that Apple have brought out a new iPhone. It's called the iPhone X, and I thought what I'd do in this video, do something a little bit different to what everybody else is doing, and I'd go through the whole iPhone range of what Apple currently has available to buy. So let's go from the bottom up because I think that's always a good way to go. And we'll start with the iPhone SE. So this is the smaller 4-inch phone that they still offer. And we don't want to watch the keynote, but as you can see there, you've still got the space grey colour, rose gold, silver and gold. They're saying it's the most powerful 4-inch phone ever. Okay, so you've got the 4-inch Retina display, A9 chip, which is the processor, and 12 megapixel camera. It's basically an iPhone 6s shrunk down, but you don't get the feature of the advanced touchscreen that the 6s has. So let's dive straight in. Let's see how much Apple wants for this 4-inch phone. So there you go, saying let's have a quick look what's in the box. Lovely earpods, obviously the phone, charger and lightning cable. So let's have a quick look. For argument's sake we'll go with the space grey. Okay, so this phone will currently cost you in a 32GB guise, if you like. It's £349. If you want the 128GB, it's £449. So let's pop back. Where are we going now? Let's have a look at the next one up, which is iPhone 6. Okay, so this is the 6S and 6S Plus. Same colours as the iPhone SE, and this will be the 4.7-inch display, or if you go for the Plus is the 5.5-inch. So they're saying the 6S is starting from $449, and for £100 more, which is $549, you get the 6S Plus. Again, what's in the box? Earpods, phone, power adapter and USB cable. So let's just dive in to see exactly what's on offer. So for a 32GB, it's $449, and for the 128GB, it's another £100. So $549. So that's for the standard S6. Let's go for the S6 Plus. And for the 32GB, it's $549, and for the 128GB, it's $649. So a bit of a pattern developing there with the prices. So next up, so that's one model, two model, we're on to the third model now, which is the iPhone 7, the one that's just going out of top spot. So again, you've got a 4.7-inch display model and a 5.5-inch model, and the 4.7-inch iPhone 7 starts at $549, strangely £100 more, and the iPhone 7 Plus starts at $669, which is £120 more than the 4.7-inch. So we'll just dive into the smaller one. And the one thing I have noticed with this, which they weren't offering when the iPhone 7 was first released, is you can now get the jet black in 32GB. They only sold it before in 128. So if you wanted the jet black previously but didn't want to stump up the extra money, now's your chance. So the 32GB starts at $549, or they offer a 128GB $649. So we're starting to get quite pricey now. So let's just pop back to the Plus model, and again we'll choose jet black, and they're doing the jet black model in the Plus as well, 32GB, which they weren't doing previously, and that's $669, and it's another £100 for the 128. So that's basically last year's model that's just going out. So the new one that's available now to pre-order comes out next week, and we're going to get a load of blurb on this, aren't we? Don't want to go through that. Let's just see what the prices are. So basically the iPhone 8 is what we would have expected the iPhone 7s to be. So it's not a massive upgrade, and a lot of people are saying if you've got a 7, not really worth upgrading to the 7s or the 8, sorry. I keep getting them wrong. It's not really worth upgrading unless you've just got to have the latest thing. But then if that's the case, you'd just go for the iPhone 10. I don't know. Well, let's just check out the prices. So this is the 4.7 model, and then we lose the rose gold because now the gold model is a bit of a mixture of rose gold and gold. How many golds is there? I've lost track. And there's a silver model, so we'll just click on the silver, a bit different. So the iPhone 8 starts at 64GB and goes up to 256, and it's $699 for the 64 or $849 for the 256. So as you can see, we're starting to get quite expensive now. So let's zoom back out for the 8 Plus, and we'll click on the space grey. So, oh wow, you do find this Apple website makes you go away a few times when you're looking at prices. But the 64GB is $799, and the 256GB is $949. Wow. Okay, so that's the prices for the pretty much the incremental upgrade for the iPhone 7. Think of that what you will. And in the box it's pretty much the same. The only difference is you get the lightning earpods because you don't have an earphone connector, same as the 7, and you'll get the lightning to headphone jack adapter for your old earphones, earphones. So that's pretty much the stuff that's coming out, or is going to be out. So yeah, we've got the iPhone 8 that's coming out next week. If you can pre-order it today, pick it up next week. So we're on to the iPhone X, which is basically the redesign of the iPhone. And let's have a quick dive in. Can we learn more? So models and pricing. We'll have a quick scan down first and all these fancy graphics. So basically now with the iPhone X or iPhone 10, which somebody had to explain that X is the Roman numeral for 10. Okay, it's pretty much all screen. You've lost the button and the fingerprint sensor at the bottom, and they're now going to be focusing more on the sensors at the top to unlock your device with your eyes, or face ID, I think they're calling it. Yeah, it's all screen, we did notice. Yeah, so we're now on a super retina display. So we've gone from the IPS panel screen to a OLED screen, and they've upped the resolution. Still not as high as the latest Samsungs, but they seem to think it's super. So, but it should be a very nice screen. Plenty of contrast between blacks and whites. 1:1 contrast ratio. It's just one of them things you have to look at and whether you like it or not. What I will say is, what they're saying, the screen doesn't get as bright as the current OLEDs from Samsung on the Note 8 and the S8. They're going into the Face ID side of it instead of the fingerprint. They're saying the cameras on the front will read your face more, so it should be more secure, if not just as secure. And yeah, a bit of blurb there anyway, so let's go into the models and pricing. So this is starting at £999, so £1,000 for their starter model. Screens are 5.8 inch, so let's just dig in a little bit. So with the iPhone 10, you've just got silver and space grey. They're both black on the front. So 64GB, it's $999, and 256 is $1,149, which is crazy. I just find that crazy for a phone. For something that's in your pocket and you could drop on the floor and it could smash, I don't know. But that's up to, obviously, you guys. You're paying the cash, you make your choices. So it's certainly a nice looking device. Yeah, I don't think I'll be paying that much for it though. I shall wait till there's a used one available for a bit more of an agreeable price. So anyway guys, there you go. There's the current model or models of iPhones currently on offer from Apple. So there's iPhone 10, 8, 7, 6S and SE. So there's something there for every budget. We're going from $349 up to $1,149. And they should all be pretty decent phones, to be fair. They should all be getting iOS 11, which is coming out, I believe, in a week or so, or a couple of weeks. And they should all run pretty well. Obviously, if your small hands like a smaller phone, I would suggest the iPhone SE or one of the 4.7 inch models. If you like your phone's big, there's the Plus models. Now what they're saying with the iPhone X is it's a bigger screen than the Plus models, but because of the aspect ratio you don't see as much on the screen, if that makes sense. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. As ever, comments would be welcome if you've got any comments to make. If you like this sort of thing, this sort of video format, drop us a like. I'll try and do some other things on other devices, brands, etc. Please do subscribe if you've liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.